Hey guys, welcome back. It's Josh with the Financial Advisor Car Guy. This week we're putting carpet in the 1955 Ford F100. So what I want to start with is just talking about the carpet itself. I'm going to dive right in here. I ordered a carpet kit right from, I believe it was CJ Pony Parts. They have all the parts you'll ever want for these F100 pickups. And so, yeah, I put together a shopping list, carpet being one of the things on there. Also the headliner, which I'm going to show you guys in a moment. But this episode is about the carpet because a lot of these trucks have been modified one way or another, and these carpet kits are generic for the most part. Some of these trucks had floor shifters, some of them had column shifters, some of them have clutches, some of them don't, some of them have e-brakes, some of them don't. There's a number of things that have changed over the years. And so this particular carpet kit fit a 1951 or 2 up to 55. And then 56 changed, I think, from the inside. The seats, brackets changed, and a couple other things. So this is a pretty generic kit, and it does require some modifications. And the fact that my truck is a little bit modified also causes a little bit of a headache. So I'm gonna start with the quality of the carpet. So as you can see, it's really nice. It's actually pretty thick. This is a remnant that I had to cut off. You can also see the insulation that they put underneath. It's actually really good quality. It's pretty heavy for what it is. I'm gonna toss this down. But the carpet, the grade of the carpet is pretty good. It's a pretty nice weave. It's thick, it's heavy duty. Shouldn't move around and slide around a lot under my feet, which is the name of the game, right? When you're driving these things, you don't need your carpet sliding under your pedals or any of that stuff. So it's going to stay in place, and I'm gonna fasten it down too, so that's gonna help as well. But it's a really good quality. It's really heavy duty. It wasn't super expensive. I don't have the price right handy, but I'm gonna put it on the screen right here so that you guys can see. But again, not a lot of money for what it is. It's gonna complete the interior. And I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you where that carpet remnant came from and where I'm at in the project. Now, before I start talking about the carpet here, I'm gonna give you guys kind of the quick unveiling of the interior now that it's been painted. And my headliner is in. I've got to trim a little bit of the overage, the fixins here. My headliner's just actually clipped up in the back because I've got a new window going in, or not a new window, but a new window gasket. And I'm waiting for a tool to do that. I did go ahead and put in some sound deadener on the back wall, a little bit on the floor. Now the computer that we're looking at here, this is part of the problem, and this is why I had to cut that large remnant off. Now, this whole floor mechanism is aftermarket. We've got kind of a tool tray right in here, and actually when I bought the truck, in that tray were the original wiper arms. There was the original rear view mirror, a few other odds and ends, as well as some tools. And I mean, that's essentially what the tray was for, and it's hidden under the seat, so nobody knows it's there. Then you're looking at right here, you're looking at these two boxes as well as the big CPU. That's all the computer for my fuel injection setup. So it's all fed under the car and then comes up through that grommet right there. And so I don't want to cover that. I don't need that overheating. So I went ahead and cut, and I'll show you guys the size of it. I cut this rectangle out of the floor of the carpet so that it goes around the seat tracks and leaves those exposed. That serves two purposes. I can still use the tray, and I cannot cover my fuel injection stuff. Now, when it comes to the rest of the carpet, obviously I need it to feed up and under the pedals. Now, I've got an high beam flasher down there, or high beam indicator switch. I've got my gas, my pedal, or my brake pedal, and then my steering column. And so what I really need to do, and I'm going to use these are pretty high grade Fisker scissors. I'm going to go ahead and cut a slit in the carpet, basically wrap it around each of those things, and then run the rest of the carpet up the firewall. And I'll do the same over here. Once I do that, once everything is cut and in place, then what I need to do is fasten it in a few spots, and then I need to cut excess. So you can see here, it's kind of a raw edge, and it overhangs, I mean, maybe half an inch. And actually on the other side, it overhangs about an inch. So what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna walk you guys around, So yeah, over here, there's a little bit more. There's probably, again, more like an inch, maybe an inch and a half. Yeah, I mean, it folds over quite a ways. So what I'm gonna do is I've got this little trim, wood trim here. And so what I'm gonna do is cut it to fit. I'm gonna paint it black, and then I'm going to just screw it straight down along this edge. And that should finish the carpet pretty nicely. Again, I'm gonna paint it black, and I have 2 of those, so I'll do the other side as well. That will fasten my edges nice and tight. And then what I'll do is I'll use like a sheet metal screw, and I'll put one maybe here and back here, a couple in front of the ECU or in front of the EFI box, and then maybe up under the firewall a little bit at the top of the carpet. Again, just to kind of keep everything in place. One thing I would absolutely recommend is that you have a second set of hands. I'm trying to do this by myself, and it's taking a lot longer than it really should. And so having a second set of hands really is helpful because it's easier to get the carpet in and out. It's easier to hold one side and tug the other and work out all the kinks and the creases. And, you know, just overall, it's just important to have a second set of hands. I actually learned that today working on the headliner. I had to call a buddy of mine who I was thrilled to have him over. He's been asking if I need help to let him know. And it's always a good time to hang out with him anyway. So he came over, we had to battle the headliner a little bit, and we got to the back window here and I had to wait for a tool. So it's where it is, but he also helped me get the doors back on and get them realigned. And that's a job that takes 2 people for sure. I could have done it myself, but it would have taken forever. And the doors, especially once they're back full with glass and all the accessories inside, they're pretty heavy. So lining them up to the hinges and everything, it's a challenging job. And so having a second set of hands for sure is helpful. The carpet's no different. It's really helpful to have a companion to help you. You know, this is a several hour job if you take your time. Now I've done this a couple times, so it's going a little bit faster, but still it would be better if I had a second set of hands. Now, some of the tools you're gonna want for this type of project when you're doing carpet is you're gonna want a really good X-Acto knife or a really sharp blade, whatever, you know, whatever your fancy is, but some sort of box knife or something like that that's gonna cut through. I also, as you guys saw before, have a really nice set of Fisker. These are fabric scissors, so they're designed to cut upholstery and that kind of stuff. I've cut leather with them. I've cut lots of different material with them, and they stay really pretty sharp. The other thing is I use a very big triangle or angle. You know, this is great because it gives me a long straight edge. If I'm using my blade, I can just cut a long straight run, which is what I had to do when I cut out that triangle, or sorry, that rectangle piece. And I'll probably use it again when I trim off some of my excess and everything there. And, you know, the thing about the scissors is that they don't want to cut through that insulation the first try. So what I'll do is I'll cut it 3 or 4 times and kind of score it with my knife and then go back with the scissors and finish the cut. And plus that insulation stuff will dull these scissors pretty quickly. So that's something to consider too, is just trying to keep my stuff nice. Might take a little longer, but doing it right. So, you know, that's really all I got for you guys this week. I will wrap this video up now, but at the end, I'll try to post a still picture of the carpet all completed. But again, that's really how it goes. It's not that hard. It's just take your time to do it right. Always remember to measure twice, cut once. You can't put it back. So it's really important that you cut little by little by little and keep test fitting. And again, that's where having a second set of hands is helpful. But yeah, that's really it. Like I said, I'll show you a picture of it all wrapped up. In a future week, I should have this truck completely the way I want it. And what I'll do is I'll do a recap video talking about the whole truck, really the project from start to finish, and walk around, show you guys inside, poke around it, and go from there. So if at the end of this video, I don't show you what the carpet looks like completely done, it's because I want to get this video posted, and I'll do a wrap-up video before too long. So, but thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment down below, hit that notification bell, and most importantly, remember, make every investment you make be a good one. Till next time.